Hey there, it's Jonathan Bocher from PlayGuitar.com, back again with another lick of the week. Well, this one's not really a lick per se, but it's definitely an idea that you could work into your playing and certainly into your solos if you give it a little thought. And that's simply using the diminished chord. The diminished chord is a little bit off the beaten path for most guitar players, but there are some interesting possibilities. Quick recap, we're in the key of C major. Okay, and that means our 1, 4, 5, our major chords are C major, F major, and G major. Our minor chords are A minor, D minor, and E minor. And to complete the key, we would include a B diminished chord. Well, a lot of people don't even know how to play a diminished chord, but you can play one down here. This is actually a B diminished 7. And the root note, the B, is right here. So it's actually an inversion of that, the B diminished chord. So you got your octave pattern, right? So your root note is here on the 3rd string, 4th fret, okay? Now to create this fingering, we're going to start with our 1st finger, 4th string, 3rd fret, okay? It's an F. Then we're going to add our B that we talked about, 3rd string, 4th fret, okay? Now we're going to add in a D right here, 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then we'll add in a G sharp on the 4th fret of the 1st string with our pinky, okay? So we got pinky, oops, okay. So make sure you can get a good clean sound out of that. So the really fascinating thing about this particular chord shape is that you can move it around the fretboard in increments of a minor 3rd, which is 3 semitones, which is 3 frets, and it's always going to just produce a new inversion of itself, okay? So if we started down here and our root note was on the 4th string, but I said to go up 3 frets, right, till we find another inversion. So 1, 2, 3. Those sound pretty good together, right? Well, now the 3rd string has become a D. So that's no longer our root note. That's our G sharp. And that is our F, and the B is now on the 1st string. Okay, so now the root note's up here, but we've got all the same notes that I just told you about down there, right? So we could play this open as well. Basically anywhere on the fretboard, as long as you've moved 3 frets away from the last position, right? And the beautiful thing about this is that it just begs to be resolved on that A minor, okay? So the riff idea is really just to use some chords. You could, of course, pull single note lines out of those chords or intervals from those chords or whatever the case may be. So that's just pulling 2 notes, the 2nd and 4th string, right? Using those out of the exact same shapes that I just showed you. And again, resolving on the A minor. You could pull, a pairing from the 1st and the 3rd strings or whatever, start mixing it up. Just get creative with it. Play around with these things. They sound great. You can slip them into your chord progressions or into your solos, however you want to do it. Just start playing around with these diminished 7th chords and see where it takes you. It's a lot of fun. For more licks of the week, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell if you're on YouTube so that YouTube will notify you when a new lesson is posted. And you can find the tabs on PlayGuitar.com. Follow the link below the video. It'll bring you right to the page for this lesson. And Have yourself a great day. We'll see you again next week.